Hi Q Club members, it's Josh here. Welcome to the Skico Learning Centre. In this online clinic, we're going to learn to ski moguls or bumps with style and control. You're going to learn the skills required to ski any bumps field, anywhere in the world, with total control, and you're going to turn some heads while you do it. Firstly, we're going to start to talk about what is the most important, in my eyes, line that you should learn, and that is the round line. How you visualize the round line to begin with is you've got to think about trying to avoid the troughs or the holes in between the bumps at all costs. You can imagine that you're skiing around the edges. If this is a bump and here's a bump and there's a hole in the middle, I'm trying to take my skis around the edge and up high on the wall of the bump and avoid the hole at all costs.
An exercise you can use to help you develop an awareness or a feeling for the path that the skis should take through the round line to avoid that hole or that trough is a hockey stop. The hockey stop is going to give you a great awareness of the placement of the skis and the path they take. To get the skis to stop, you're going to need to oversteer them slightly, and at the same time you're going to need to create some edge angle. You want to use a pole plant to help you stop as well. You can imagine it's the last 5% of your stopping power.
Understanding the timing of fore and aft movement in the moguls is key. So as you come into the face of the bump, you need to try and get the tip up and use the heel, the heel of your foot and the tail of the ski. As you get to that sort of seesaw point on the top of the mogul, you then want to bring your heel back underneath you. And as you do this, what you'll see is the tip of my ski goes down. So this is using some dorsiflexion of the foot, of the ankle, to bring the tip of the ski back down in contact with the snow. This happens on the back side of the bump. So as you move downhill, you begin to create some tip pressure. Something else that's key to understand with fore and aft in the moguls is it's a little bit of a preemptive move. As you come into the face of the bump, you basically get your feet out in front of you, your heel out in front of you to take the impact of the mogul first. And then what will happen is your feet will slow down and your body will catch back up to your feet. And then when you're on top of the bump in that flex position, you'll be centered. And then you can move into the new turn and create some pressure on the front of the ski there. So really understanding the timing of flexion and extension in moguls is what separates a good mogul skier from a great mogul skier. The best bump skiers in the world have impeccable timing of flexion and extension. So what I want you to think about is as you are on top of the bump, this is when you're going to be your smallest. You're going to have the most amount of flexion. As you then travel down the back side of that bump, you're going to need to let your legs extend into the hole or into the trough. This gives you a great range of flexion then to use as you hit the next bump. So if you have your legs long as you come into the hole or the trough of the mogul, then you have all of that length in your legs to absorb the pressure or the force that the bump is giving you. And you will then, as a result, be your smallest as you come up the top of the mogul as you're releasing the turn. Edging is fundamentally important in the moguls to take your skiing to the next level. What we're going to do is explore how and when we can edge the ski in the bumps.
The timing of edging in the bumps is the same as it is on piste. It's during the initiation or the start of the turn. As we can see here, once the skis are flat, the intention is to roll, to tip the legs, to create edge early in the turn. Now obviously when we're skiing bumps, we're skiing more of a steered ski performance. So it's a blend. It's a blend of steering of the ski, it's a blend of edging of the ski. To develop your mogul skiing, we need to create more ski performance. Now, due to the varying nature of the terrain, the undulations, the peaks and the troughs, the timing is key. We have a small window where we can really have the ski interacting with the snow, creating performance. And that is just after the skis are flat as we're moving down the backside of the bump. Now we're looking at how we create edging in the bumps. What I want us to do is think about this in two parts. Firstly, we're going to think about the foot. If we can have the ski connected to the snow as we transition over the bumps, as we're coming down the backside of the bump, and we think about pronating the foot or a tipping or rolling of the foot inside the ski boot, that helps give us some connection and some feeling to the arch of the foot, and it helps us begin to get the ski onto edge. If we work up the leg, we're going to focus on the femur or the upper thigh, and we're going to look at some internal rotation of that part of the leg. But because I'm flexed, because I'm in a flexed position and my knees are somewhat close to 90 degrees of bend, that rotation will result in the ski creating an edged or a lateral performance. So a combination of the foot sort of pronating, the upper thigh using internal rotation, we can create early edging down the backside or the top of the bump. An exercise we can use outside of the moguls to help develop this is a railroad track, or just simply some edge rolls on easy terrain. If we stand in a position with some flexion through our body or our ankle, knee and hip, and we use the internal rotation or the rotation of the upper leg and also pronation and would be supination of the feet, then we can help get a feeling and an awareness of the movements we need to use as we initiate our turns in the bumps.
Thank you, Q Club members, for watching all the way to the end of this video. I hope that you can take some things from this to help develop your mogul skiing. If you would like to take a personal approach to really tackling bumps and mogul fields, then book your quintessential experience with us. Or if you'd like to try one of our Rookie Academy EU courses, please get in touch. We cannot wait to ski with you and give you your unique mountain experience.